So today, what we are going to discuss is NumPy financial package. NumPy financial package is only a specified package for handling the financial data analysis. Okay, so like time value you need to find out. So how can you find out the time value of any array? With the help of NumPy financials, you can able to do IRR. If you have to find internal rate of return, you have to find out, or you have to find out the average. You have to find out the future value. All these things with you can do with the help of NumPy financials. Okay, so today we will learn how can we install the NumPy financial package library, and then how can we use that package on through the Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Now we first we have to install it. So for installing the NumPy financial package, we have to go to the Anaconda command prompt. Okay, there this is your Anaconda command prompt. Here we have what we have to type. We have to type pip install NumPy financial. Okay, and then enter. It's uploading. Just wait for a minute. It's uploaded. A requirement is already satisfied. Okay, so the installation has been done because yesterday I have already installed it. So if you want to install, you can go do the same thing. Okay, pip install NumPy financials. Now we are going to use it in Python Jupyter. Okay, notebook. So for Jupyter Notebook, we are going to open Jupyter Notebook. This one is Jupyter Notebook. We will open it and then we will see how can we use. We are going, this is your Jupyter Notebook, and we are going to use the new page for the workbook here. So this is your Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Now I would like to share only this with you. This is Jupyter Notebook, and we are going to use. I have already installed the NumPy financial package library. Now we have to import it. After the installation, what we have to do? We have to import the NumPy financial. Okay, NumPy financial as NPF, NumPy financial. Okay. It's showing some error, maybe some spelling mistake I have done. Okay. I'm writing it again. NumPy financial as. Okay. Now make it run. This has been done. Okay, so import has been done. What we have to do, suppose we want to compute a net present value of a certain amount, certain cash flows. Okay, so we will see, we will give a cash flow here. Okay, cash flow, any amount we are going to put it here. Okay, what is that? Suppose 20, 50, 100, then -10, 200, 150. So these are the certain cash flows we have. Come here. In this 20 is positive, 50 is positive, 100 is there, then -10 and 150. Okay. So these are the cash flows that we have made. Now, rate of interest that we are going to find out on the cash inflows that we have made is, suppose 10% interest rate is there. Okay. So X is equal to, uh, we are going to find out the financial. Okay. What net present value we have find out, then you have to give the interest rate is 0.10% means 0 comma cash flow. Okay, if we run it, NumPy financial is not defined. Failing mistakes we are committing. We are using the short form here. You see here. That's why it's coming an error. Okay, because we have import NumPy financial as NPF. So here we have to use NumPy instead of NumPy financial, we have to use NPF. Okay, now it will work. So these kinds of mistakes every time we are committing, so that we can get the error. So we have to be very attentive. Whatever the error is there, it means that we have some committed some mistake. Okay, so now it is okay. Okay, so here what we have to find, print 370.32. Okay, so if these kind of cash flows, we are having 20, 50, 100, -10, and we need to find out the present value of these cash flows. And we with the help of Python Jupyter Notebook, we can find out using the NumPy financial library package, we can find out the net present value of the cash flow. So I think this is very much clear to you. Okay, one more example for you. Suppose that what we have to say, what is the monthly cash flow to pay off a mortgage of, suppose you have taken a loan of 2,50,000. Okay, over 30 years with an average percentage rate of 4.5%. That is going to be compounded annually. So what will be the monthly cash flow to pay off that loan? Okay, so what will be the SIP? How much SIP you have to make? So for that, suppose mm, this example is there. So how can you find out with the help of NumPy financial package? With the help of financial package, you can make the payment you have to make. Okay. Payment is there. What is the payment? Payment, how much we have to, which functions we have to use, and NumPy financial we have to use, then use the payment PMT, as we have seen in the case of Excel. When we are using the Excel, we have to see the PMT, okay, function. We have see the PMT function. Now, what is the interest rate? 0.45. 0.045 because 4.5% is the interest rate that we are compounding. Okay. Now the amount for the compounding per year, we are compounding it for the per year. Okay. Now for per year, so 2,50,000 is there. Okay, 2,50,000 for 30 years. Okay, so how many years we are having? 30 years, 30 years, 12 months. Okay, so multiply by 12 here. Then what is the amount? How much amount we have to make the payment? 2,50,000. 2,50,000. Okay, so we need to find out the payment for the 2,50,000 loan. What amount we have to pay each installment so that we can at the end of the 30 years we can pay the amount. Okay, so if you run this one, then payment. So you have to make a payment of 1,266 rupees 0.71. Okay. So if you want to make the payment of your loan for 30 years of installment, so you need to make a payment of 1,266 every month. Okay. So this is the importance of the NumPy financial package. You can do many more things with the help of NumPy financial package. If you want to do, you just need to install the NumPy financial package through the command prompt and then import it into the Jupyter notebook and do the provide us cash flow or whatever the data that you have to work on, and then use the formula for which, suppose if you want to, as in the given case, we have computed the net present value as well as the PMT we have to find out. So these are the things that you can do with the financial. There many more things. It is just an introductory. In the later class and more lectures, we will find out more things what we can do with the NumPy financials.